Alrighty. Hello everybody, we are back with some more PvP today. Might as well keep the Temtem streak going for a bit. So, yesterday I kind of threw around the idea of putting together an H-Lap team. Tried it for like 1 or 2 games off stream. You can tell I was cooking a little bit with stuff like an Earth Chromion. And I got like a fast Calibus. I did decide against this. At least those two. Because when I was going through the build guides and thinking about some things some more, I was like, you know, I would really like to try using Mastion. And it's been a while since I used this guy, so I thought it would be kind of fun. And I think this team would work because he works really well with Physical Mimit, works well with Piranhient, and I mean, it's sort of Calibus as well. So you got a whole bunch of synergies for Lava Wave. So this is my thought. I don't have any Earths for Aquastone, so I'm kind of leaning towards Solidifier, but I might end up changing my mind there. But for now, this is what I'm going with. Trying to figure out if things are a little quieter than usual right now. I think that's just my headphones though. So most of the builds I think I already made off stream. Piranhient is pretty standard. I don't remember if this is the exact one I gave in my build guide. I think I had less attack, maybe less speed. This is what I decided to reach though. I wanted to have my 2-Vine reach base speed Volarend, because anaerobic is a huge pain, and so I want to have Piranhient and Calibus outspeed that. I don't recommend running a speedy Calibus. It's like it's a tanky Tem. I'm just kind of using it this way because I like goofy stuff. Other than that, I also have like head charge because I got crystal synergies. It's nice to have double crystal synergy here. I am also not a huge fan of Nox Bomb personally, but it does help you beat waters and natures, so it's not bad by any means. Tutsu, pretty standard. I just run H-Slap instead of Show Off, just because of the crystals again. Enough speed to outspeed 221 bases. And then more HP than attack. 2-Vine, I split the bulk a little bit. I mentioned the speed for Volar and stamina, so that you don't need bait to proc, but it is nice. And fill attack. Mimit is pretty much like a mix of, what's the 101 speed for? Oh yeah, it's to outspeed Tutsu just in case I want to H-Lap in front of it. Shouldn't happen, but who knows. And then the rest is just like filler from 2-Vine spread, because it's meant to be more generally used. Anatan is my good old reliables. I'm not running head charge on this one today, but I might consider swapping it if we run into a lot of Earths. The Calibus is... I don't know how you're supposed to build a speedy Calibus. I've never done it before, and I've never seen anyone try it before. And the Mastion, we're still working on, and I don't know what the last member's going to be. Hey, like you, good to see ya. How's it going? Okay, so let's finish up this build. I'm thinking we sit at 187 here as well. It's enough speed where we're able to outspeed most things. 186 with high prio. Oh, that's not the break point, but we can outspeed things. We can outspeed the 273s that I always tell everyone to run with this amount of speed with prio, lava wave, water blade. So stopping before 2-Vine, yeah, yep, that's basically the plan. It's technically before a 0 speed aerobic Volarend. That's the real break point, because base speed 2-Vine is now 170 speed. But because aerobic Volarend is a huge pain in my butt and has been, I like to get in front of that, especially when I got things like Calibus and Piranhient that would take massive damage from it if they do get outsped. Mastion's pretty bulky. I think I'm just gonna max attack and then fill HP, but I might regret this later. But that's nothing we can't change. Right. I think it's just fire chip here. Now what in the world does this team want in its last slot? Probably something that can deal with electrics. Like, this honestly wouldn't be the worst Electric Custodian Zyzare team. I'm trying to think why I wouldn't potentially want that. I don't know. Let's run it. I want to run Zyzare some more. So this is a good opportunity to do so. Where is he? Anyone know what Zyzare's number is? He must be... Oh, he's in the for fun section. Of course. Yeah, so this is a very, very rare situation where I would actually go Electric Custodian Zyzare. I don't like doing this. But, you know, Piercing Wheel actually combos with the team. Funny enough. Gives me a chance to do Narco Hit Shenanigans some more. And, you know, I'm protecting my allies, which is important. Ragnet for P-Jab. I mean, I got Piercing Wheel here, so it's basically the same thing that way. I need the Earth typing, though, so I can actually kill the Electrics. But not a bad suggestion. Energy drink. So, let's see. 111 times 1.75 is 194. So, let's actually see if we want to outspeed Tutsu. 223. I need to be 148 speed for that. Oh wait, no. That's not right. $127. I think I can manage that. But at that point, I think I'd rather just go 134 or 135, which is the breakpoint outspeed Scaravolts. Could be relevant for Rockfall. This should also, I think I can outspeed 130 or 232s. Yeah, nice. This is a good breakpoint. I like this. Domanic, good to see ya. What you up to? How you doing? This does the same thing? Yeah, very similar. 3 stream watch streak, awesome. Let's see, calculator, calc stam. Stam's always kind of weird on Zyzare. Because it's just, after the Piercing Wheel, he gets invigorized. So I always go to 74. He's got high base stam anyways. Did I just... Alright, max attack. Probably don't need max attack, especially since he's meant to be a little supporty with Electric Custodian, but... Oh well! The queue up button is clicked. I mean, I started a Shmeen Radar because he was one of the times I didn't have Luma for my other team, but now I'm kind of like, I'm not currently running Saipat. I'm not sure if I will. So, oh well. But I'll probably use Shmeen again sometime. I guess, like, right now I should be going for Mimit, because he's the only non-Luma. Light Yagami. Alright. I see. Now, Electric is, like I said, kind of our weakness. Leaning towards banning Nesla. But at the same time, if I just ban Volgon, then 2/2 Vine looks really good. I don't like being blue side in this matchup. Whenever I run 2/2 Vine, I do not like being blue side. Usually 2 Vine is the first one banned, and I'm assuming it's going to be here as well. So because of that, I'm going to ban the Nesla. Because as long as Nestle's gone, then I can be confident that Anatan can deal with the other issues. And as we see, Zyzare got nuked, so we won't be able to protect from Volgon. So it's pretty reasonable to just pick 2 Vine first. I don't know what he picks here. Like, even if he did go like Volgon to scare off the 2-2, I have Mimit. I don't have max attack on the 2 vines, so if this Hazrat has more than 0 bulk, I don't think it'll die to 1 Feather Gatling. Gialis means I pick 2, okay, yeah, 2-2. If Anatan gets banned, then I think I ban... Do I ban Volgon, or is Platimus the bigger issue? I fear, like, Platimus might be the issue. I still have scars from fighting against your team. Your team, like Cube. Because it's like, Volgon would be better. I think I am gonna ban the Platimus. Heard your name and not what you said. I'm scarred by your Platimus. I have to ban the Platimus, even though I don't think the thing is that great. But I do get walled by it kind of bad, especially beyond this lead. Gonna pick Mastion. Mastion should be able to live a T-Strike with this build from Volgon. I'm leaning against Calibus because outside of H-slapping, it's not going to do a whole lot. Anatan's banned, and I'm already leading with 2 vines, so... No longer running the Platimus. Ah, thank you. Now I can safely queue up at night. Energy drink Hazrat. That is not what I would have expected. So I want Mastion to be the one that deals with Gialis. I think he'll have the best chance of it. Gialis, I'm not afraid of turn 1. It could be double gash. I feel like most people are opting for Glass Blade right now, though I always recommend double gash. I think the safest play is to H-slap Feathergat. He does swap here, probably for Volgon. It does suck. It was a 50-50 on if he swaps or not. I figured since I don't know this player, they usually just click the green circles thinking that, oh, my Lava Wave can kill this 2 vine. But he cannot. Oh, somebody remind me to swap my trait on my 2 vine, please. I lost one of my test matches because I have the wrong trait. And it sucks. Double screen. I'm leaning towards a Crystal Plume into a swap to Mimit. Because 2 vine is really great here. It's good against Volorend, it's good against Hazrat, it's good against Volgon. But the thing is, a hook kick plus a T-strike onto 2 vine might kill it, or if it doesn't, it'll get it super low. Yeah, it just dies. This guy's playing very well. I have no idea who this guy is. Most players I don't know. I kind of assume are just new players that don't know how to play the game. And it appears that is not a good assumption to make. But at the same time, he's also just making all of the safe plays. So he could end up swapping... No, he's going for Mimit here. That's a little interesting. Oh, Ampere Outburst. See, most people don't even run this move. That's crazy. That is a max special attack Volgon. Yeah, this game's just gonna be hard to win. He really got me in those first couple turns. I'd need my Mimic to somehow live this hook kick. That's pretty much my win condition. Because then I can bring in Bastion, swap to Piranha, get Lava Wave, finish off the Volar, and Gialis is in range to die. Force the Zenith in, and then force the late game Hazrat 2-2 face off. Could be an aerobic Volar Ender, should throw everything off as well. Nice, we live, we live. Double screen tag team. Oh, he gets greedy, goes for the attack on 2-2. That actually hurts the late game plan. But it's not over yet. This might come down to how fast the Hazrat is. I'm assuming it's a little slower because it's got like energy drink. But I just don't have a clue. It also depends on how fast his Gialis is. I don't know. I feel like it's on the bulkier side. Nice, nice, nice. Still do one. This is a very bad player. Okay, so I cannot take another one of those, but I don't think I need to. Oh, that is a really bulky Hazrat. So it's gonna come down to... Can I kill this Zenith this turn? Because I can Lava Wave. And I can Head Charge. And then I have to be able to live the Crystal Spikes plus the Wastewater. Because, yeah, this is coming Piranha's way this turn. I can live a Wastewater at that health. Now I just need to hope I can kill the Zenith, which is usually unlikely. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. It's a Head Charge, 2x, but it's non-stab. Ah, it goes down! No Umbra Piranha? I forgot. Good catch. Alright, now the only question left is, does he have Toxin Shower? Which he does not. Because I live Wastewater. If Wastewater was 100 BP like it used to be, nah, I wouldn't. Two-Vine trait? Yes. I shall do both of those now. GG. Got a little scared there. I didn't really know what he was doing. Well played. Alright. Opponent allergic to winning. I don't know what they could have done to win. I get. Oh, you know what? That's a lie. They had to double in on the 2-vine slot instead of V-gusting the 2-2. That would have won them the game, without a doubt. Yeah. I was just trying to think to make sure. Because it wasn't aerobic, so it would have outsped me. And got one more hit off. And any extra hit, like one extra V-gust on Piranha or Bastion would have just spelled the end. Even in HKS if you went for the safe prio option. Hey, Tectonic, been a while. Good luck, have fun. Looks like kind of an interesting core, synergy specific. I'm pretty sure I have to ban Munko here. If I ban Munko, that makes Zyzer pretty safe. The problem with Munko is that it doesn't die to one Cold Geyser. Munko has really good HP and decent defense. Problem is this defensive typing is kind of trash. Okay, so I can't freely pick Tutsu, but he's got double toxic. I think Zyzer Tutsu is probably the play here. Because that should keep me safe against everything other than a telekinetic Zalbian. Kind of wondering if I probably should have picked Tutsu first, so that my swap, I could have swapped in Mimit here and got double Tutsu, because double Tutsu would be great here, especially if I ban the Volgon. Anatan ban. That's not what I was expecting. There's an Earth, a Melee, and a Fire. Since I'm facing these faster teams, though, the Calibus is not doing me a whole lot of good. But this lead here is the real issue. I think I'm going to knock out the Volgon. Digicoish. The thing is with Digicoish is it doesn't... It almost always runs Iridescence, and so it can't avoid its weak... Like, it will take damage from everything. And that's great. I think it's just leaving Calibus out again. If Calibus had a better matchup into Rat, I'd probably pick it. But the thing is, even an Aquastone, Water Jet Aquastone probably wouldn't even kill, if I'm being honest. Because my max attack Piranhians with Cold Geyser just did like 30-something% to the last Hazrat. So the good thing here is I can actually steal the Mashuk, and I think that's what I'm going to do. He may swap the Mashuk, but I don't mind taking Koish, Hazrat, or Zalbian. I suppose Hazrat would be the worst one, because a Plague handcuffs onto the Hazrat into a Dust Vortex would suck. It means I only get one hit off with it. Oh, he stayed in with the Mashuk. That's awesome. I even get tag team from this. And this is like a super awful board for him. That did 10 damage. It's a parry or Mashuk, but with like 0 stamina investment. Jinx Whisper. Okay, okay. I see it. I see it. It says free turbo. Nothing to resist the melee hit, and I'll get fast high toes from here on. He has to Jinx Whisper onto Mimit now, which is the funny thing. Actually, no, he can't do that because it goes on to a one hold afterwards. That's right. I assumed it would swap, but like I said, nothing wants to take this, so I don't mind that. He can't. Yeah, right. I forget that. I forget that's the trade-off of it being an OP move now. So he's competing with my turbo with his turbo. So the question is, how fast is the Koish? I'm not afraid of even taking like a Cyber Claw onto my Mimit. My Mimit is max HP for the record, so... And my Mimit's faster than my Tutsu right now. I could get Cyber Clawed. That's about the worst thing that could happen. But then the Koish goes down afterwards. I think I'm just going to let the Mashuk OX. Bigger question is, I think I'm just gonna waste water and high toe. No, he's going for a Faraday into the Tutsu. Not what I would have expected. Wait. Why am I faster now? You're joking. Oh wait, that's because we're not the same Tem, doy. That was complete misplay on my part. I should never have made that mistake. I was just for some reason assuming we were the same speed tier. Tutu's base speed is just a couple points faster than Mimit or Mashuk. I would have had this game in the bag if I just did like a perfect jab into the Mashuk, but now it's real sketchy. I do get some damage into something here. Hazrat might even just go down to this. Lots of marbles value. Stupid item. I'd assume this is a wastewater on Zalbian just to change its type. But it might not be. Avoid the toxic farewell. Whoa. That seems a little greedy. I'm +3 Mimits. If I turbo my Mastion and Water Blade, Zalbian cannot outspeed me to change its typing, and it would die. But that would be a pretty ugly OX. Mashuk hasn't recovered enough stamina. Never mind. It went from OX swapping to gaining a third of its stam back. I will never understand that. Never. This is a max speed zombie, and it could outspeed, but based on how much damage it took from the heli kick, I'd be surprised. He did go for the wastewater, which isn't super surprising. We get the turbo off. It's bugged? No, it's not. It's not. Like, he just gets that much damage. I'm gonna stay in just because I want to keep the Mimit this way. I'm gonna start beating down the Volphy. Because the Volphy, whoa, that did way more damage than I thought. If he used DV, he actually would have killed me there. That would have been way better for him. The Volphy is the one that has more stamina. Mashuk is gonna OX every turn or every other turn. I guess I'm gonna OX too. Alright, new plan. We are going to swap out the Mimit, and we're going to Lava Wave. Yes. So Mashuk's only +2. I'm +2. No, I won't get synergy! I'm trolling! This is really bad. I didn't for a second think about Isolate. I was like trying to run through everything, but Isolate did not occur to me. Wow. You know what? That worked out. That was like the best possible, worst possible mistake that could have happened. Watch for an Isolate. Normally I try and watch for it nowadays. Oh, he's conceded. Dang. I guess he knew I was... Well, if he just used Dust Vortex on the Piranha slot, I think he still could have won. Because then my Mashuk would have died. I would have started shipping down his Mashuk with Zyzer, but I still had to kill the Volphy. Volphy still had like at least 2 more hits before it OX'd. If he Dust Vortexed the Mimit, then he would have forced Piranha to stay out the next turn. He could have Plagued and Waste Watered, killed the Piranha, and then it would have been Volphy versus Mashuk and Volphy. Or Zyzer versus Mashuk and Volphy. And I don't think I win that. Ah, dang. I don't know. I'm very surprised by that forfeit, but GG's nonetheless. I did completely throw by forgetting about Isolate. If I had just taken the OX, gone for the Wastewater on Volphy, there would have been no coming back. Or no, he couldn't use Dust Vortex, but he could use Sandstorm. I think Sandstorm plus maybe even a Heli Kick would have killed. I guess he was gambling on being able to kill the Mashuk that turn. And because I accidentally swapped, I don't know. So far the team doesn't seem too bad though. Calibus is definitely the weak link. It's making my type chart worse. And it's not helping me in any way. Mastion doesn't need another water because I've already got Mimit and Piranha. So right now, it seems like electrics... Funny enough, it still seems like electrics and mentals are my biggest issue. Maybe not mentals. Yeah, no, it's definitely not mentals. Because I only have Tutsu as my melee. So it's electrics. Hey, GG's. I think you still had a winning line there at the end. I'm a little surprised by the forfeit. But yeah, GG. Getting to steal that Mashuk of yours really helped out. Maybe I could bring my own electric. I thought about putting Golzy a couple times, but the problem is I don't have any natures for Hasty Lunge synergy, despite really liking Golzy's typing on my team. I could run like Slingshot Sparkling Bullet, but Taser is so good. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to play Golzy's electric side at all. Maybe +5 speed too fast. I know, but like, so I had Zyzare and Piranhiant on the board, and against a Mashuk and a Volphy. I couldn't do anything against either of those Tems. You could have bursted down. Could have bursted down Piranhiant. I guess if I had just let Piranhiant die, and then you would have had to OX on Mashuk. And then brought in my Mimit back to steal the Mashuk, uppercut the Volphy, and just keep chipping down the Mashuk with my Zyzare, I would have been fine. But to be honest, I hadn't thought about that play until after the game ended. I was going to immediately swap my Piranhiant back for Mashuk. The only reason I swapped it in is because I forgot about the Isolate, and I was trying to get Lava Wave synergy to deal with the the Volphy. Oh, I'm not even in queue. I kind of want to just throw this into Temtem. I'm having a really hard time visualizing the strengths and weaknesses. Never throw Mimit into your Temtems. It doesn't actually help you. It makes you look like you have worse water, electric, and digi weaknesses than you actually do. Because it's never going to be a Mimit. So it's like, this is what we got so far, I guess. It's kind of hard to see, but kind of gives an idea. So right now it looks like we're, like, electric and melee are the two worst types. Zyzare is definitely there to help the melee, or the electric. But it makes the melee worse. So maybe even a mental of my own wouldn't be bad. Or probably I just need a second melee to have something else to resist it. Because my mental and digi weaknesses are not bad right now. So I need a melee. A melee that's not weak to water, toxic, nature. Honestly, it looks like Broccolum. It looks like Broccolum is probably the play. I would get the toxic weakness if it's not strong liver, and I always like camouflage. But we'll see. Had to do RL stuff anyways. Don't care about the FF. Match sometime soon. Yes, sounds good. Enjoy the real life stuff, and see you around. Shirk. Oh, great. Well, he's got a slow team finally. Kind of leaning towards banning Scaravolt. Just because if Zyzare gets banned, I'm kind of in a rough spot with it. At the same time, if I ban Magma, then Double Tuvine just destroys everything here. If he doesn't ban Tutu, okay, if he does ban Tutu, I definitely have to knock out Nidrasil. probably gonna be a Lifeful Sap Volphy onto the Scaravolt. I only have the one status I can apply with Isolate. Tuvine doesn't have anything else. Yeah, ban the Calibus, please. Yes! He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Gondude, hello, welcome. Alright, now Ninja less of a problem because I have like multiple things that can counter it. I'm actually going to take out the Piranha. Because Piranha is able to wall Mastion, my Piranha, and also kind of my Anatan if I decide to pick it. Right now, I'm actually leaning away from picking my Piranha. Well, it kind of sucks. Maybe I don't need Tutsu. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no Tutsu, actually. The thing is, if I brought Tutsu Anatan, he was gonna pick Gallios, and I would have one less water to deal with Gallios. If I pick Piranha and Tutsu, he would pick Nindrasil. If I go Piranha and Anatan, then he has to pick one of the two that I have type advantage against, and it's not too bad. What was my first ban? I don't remember. It was Magmut. It was Magmut. I gotta H-slap the Scaravolt. I have to do double H-slap. This thing's always like a 3-hit KO from whatever health it's at. So 10% on the first one. 10%, 13%. Okay. So there is a Lifeful Sap here, and this Scaravolt is actually at... Like, what is this display? It should be -2 right now. John has more AD. 342, 3... Okay. We're gonna Crystal Plume on the Mimit, hoping that it kills. But in case it doesn't, we have to try and kill it anyways. And just H-slap just to cover. Plague, that just negates my bait. I don't take like any damage from it. Ooh, yikes. Very little damage. I'm gonna go with the CPG just for... Oh, I guess both have. I'm half expecting a swap, so I'm gonna go with the Mineral Hail here. H-slap, I will OX by 1 if I get plagued by Volphy. He does stay in, so the Mineral Hail is gonna do nada. But that's okay, I think Pig dies. Yeah. He's splitting targets, which is really strange to me, but maybe he has reason for it. He has no way to raise his defense back up on Scaravolt. I want to keep Tuvine alive. I'm going to do something crazy, and I'm going to swap in Anatan. I think I also swap in Mastion, just because Piranha's more important to taking out the Scaravolt with damage. And I just need something to eat this hit here. Because I want to keep... I guess I could have just sacked the Mimit there and swapped to Anatan. I think this is fine, though. I don't think a Sandstorm's incoming. Oh, a Bush on the double swap. That is really rough. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of on the... Scaravolt. He doesn't have any Prio. There's no way this thing's running DC beam. Gonna Lava Wave the Volphy. Slot. It's Gallios coming in. Kinda sucks. If I had Aquastone, I could just run through this Scaravolt, so I'm a little surprised. But maybe he predicted that. Not a lot of damage. Simple T-Strike on the Mastion, okay. So the Scarab Volphy comes in next turn and plagues. If I can kill the Scaravolt, I don't mind about Volphy coming back in and plaguing. The problem now is if I ignore the Gallios for one more turn, he's going to have his stupid passive up. But I have to kill the Scaravolt. Well, I think I have to gamble the entire turn now on if the Scaravolt swaps here. Last turn, oh. Yeah, I mean, the entire game now goes on. Does he swap Scaravolts for Volarend to eat the Cold Geyser? Or does he stay in and T-Strike and one-shot me? Because I really, really don't know. I don't even know if a base... I'd assume I die to a Dust Vortex. I don't know Gallios' damage well enough, especially at base. I think I'm going to gamble on the swap. Nah! I was wrong. Wait, he was wrong too. I lived. What? How did he do so little damage? That sucks, because that entire turn could have been pretty much avoided. At least the only thing that mattered on it. I guess this sucks now, because I'm not going to be able to steal anything good. I need the Gallios to go into the Volarend. Because then I can steal the Volarend with my Mimit, and then Volarend is great against Volphy, and it can finish off things like the Scaravolt at this health too. I'm still faster, even with the speed drop. Now the question is, did the Gallios use its ability on itself or the Scaravolt? It was on itself. Which is unfortunate. Stupid Tem. It's good to know my Proniant is still faster than the Gallios. Oh, Camo still refills? That's so stupid. Oh, yikes. This sucks. Oh, and then my Proniant's faster, so I don't even get to swap correctly. Could be worse. I was just doing that to gain some health back. Yeah! So my Anatan is actually not in any danger at all. Because Clay Ball ain't gonna do crap. I'm actually curious how much this does. Does it do like 150 damage? I'm at 327. 150, 160, yeah. I can live one more of them. Not sure, I wasn't watching the Feathergat damage though, so I might die to that. Well, like this is the Mimit board. This is where I want Mimit. He stays in on both. I'm assuming it's just a Ruination again. I don't know on who. This is why we put 2 points of speed in our 2-Vine to outspeed the base speed Volerans, though, just for like all of the people who don't believe me. I do die to like... Oh no, Gallios does not use his passive here. And I guess I shouldn't have did any damage to him. Double H-slap, like the first one shouldn't kill the Volerant and the second one should. It just covered for the swap without dealing any more damage to the Gallios. I think I'm toast here though. Basically, I need him this exact moment to plague the 2-Vine slot. If he does anything other than plague the 2-Vine slot right now, I lose. And I mean, right now, like killing the Mimit is definitely the safer play for him. But it's just like, my options are so limited. Like, playing around an Anatan when they have 2 Earths is just, like, useless. Just Scarable if he comes in next turn of Plagues. Yeah, even on the coin flip turn. Yeah, it's just, there it goes. There was nothing I could do, like, this entire game. Unfortunately. I don't know what I could have done. I could have dealt with the Magmut instead. I just wouldn't have been able to have 2-Vine as my carry. I decided to go with the 2-Vine carry, and I don't know. Volphy just gets too much value. It doesn't matter at this point. I just don't have the health to do anything. It's not. I didn't let him get a single buff up. Nothing. There's just nothing I could do. Just. I'm just trying to think. Like, if I watched that replay over, what would I do differently? So it's just a little frustrating to have a loss like that, where it just feels like it's completely out of your hands. I guess my play would have been to get rid of Volphy turn 1 and sack damage elsewhere. GG. I don't know what I could have done against you. I'm trying to think. I feel like I played really well and I just couldn't do anything. Thought I would focus Volphy. I don't know. I mean, I kind of just... I look at your team, and Scaravolt is the only damage you had on the entire team. But you got like 3 or 4 hits off on Scaravolt, and then the rest of your team just whittled me down slowly. And then, of course, Gallios... Like, oh, I get Gallios down to 10%? Well, good thing the guy heals. I don't know. I've never been a fan of the Tem, personally. Like, healing in this game has been unanimously, like, everyone agrees it's strong. So when we talk about how Revitalize is like a 20% heal, and arguably strong as is, and then you have Gallios, which can heal 90% of his health, and as, like, 0 counterplay unless you're... Or 0 counterplay if you're slower. Because he only has to survive 2 turns, and then he has an evade. It's... I don't know. I've never liked Gallios's design. Doubled Gallios instead of kill Scaravolt with Piranha. Maybe, but if you had then brought in Volphy, the turn you Cold Geyser to Scara instead of Gallios. Yeah, but well, I mean, one of them. If I let the Scara live, I guess it was at that point. I could have still finished off the Scaravolts with Anatan. That you're probably right. That was probably the thing. And push off the Doom. I know, but like, it's still like you could run Infectious and. Ta-da, Revitalize doesn't do anything. You could run Isolate to make the heal less. It's really just like a patchwork fix and not a good design solution. Getting a 90% heal is never okay in any circumstances, in my opinion. I'm really surprised that Hopeless Tonic never took off. I'm gonna drop the Calibus after this game. It's doing nothing for me. Oops, ads are coming. Should have waited between turns. Calibus Aether Band. This is a speedy Calibus. It's more. It was kind of something I was playing around with, and hasn't been a single game where it's been useful today. This is the first time I'm running this variation of the team. Mastion I mean, Mastion's great against the faster teams. It's not great against the slower teams. I probably would have gotten more value out of it if I could have. If I could have gotten a Rage off. But I never had a good opportunity to do that. I ended up needing to sack it against Scaravolts because I figured it wouldn't get enough value against Volerend. But I kind of wonder if I should have. See, I don't know, because It's a solidifier, so maybe I shouldn't be running solidifier. Maybe that's the issue. Because I have a defense drop team, and Water Blade doesn't get value with defense drops, and that's kind of the issue I had last game. So maybe that's what I need to do. What happens if you first ban Scara and double H slap the Magma on turn 1? Well, I mean, you're probably right. I was afraid that, you know, a Soul Shout would just run through my 2 vines. But even if I lost like 60% on one of the 2 vines, it doesn't matter because the Magma would die before it gets to do anything. Piranha does not base speed. Oh yeah, no, it's meant to H slap in front of stuff. My Piranha is 1 point faster or 2 points faster than base speed Volarend. And then my 2 vine is 1 point faster than base speed Volarend. And I mean, it did come into play. I was faster than your Volarend, and it also helped against everything else as well. It's a good break point to hit. I always like going that. Hey, this actually looks like a decent Calibus game. Hey, Commander, good to see ya. How's it going? Match yesterday inspire ya? Yeah, it was that, and then I also wanted to use Mastion on a team. After I was looking at the thing a second time through doing the build guides, I realized it, and also there was an old thing I pulled up that Teakles made. If I remember, I'll show it after this game. Nothing wants to eat double Feather Gap. Problem is I'm letting the mix do whatever it wants for free that way. I think we do this, and then we do this. If you got Magma, you would have gone Magma Pig. Boozle Magma turn 1 and then Stonewall, so it lives for the trample. Does your Pig have some significant speed invest then? I still kind of wonder if so like H-Slap, Feathergat, I could get off before the Stonewall happens. If it's a physical Magma, it would have beaten me easily, but if it wasn't, then I don't know. That did a lot of damage. Oh, Straw Shield. Dang, I was like, oh, this thing's probably gonna deluge my Tutsu. Like, what does the Straw Shield do here? This stupid Mudrid still dies to a melee move. It just almost died to a wind move. So the question is, do I risk losing Anatan here to try and Crystal Bite the mix? Because I think he's going to deluge the Tutsu. Because the way I see this is a perfect deluge the Tutsu turn and refresh on mix. Look, this looks like the perfect turn for that. We're going to gamble. We're going to gamble. Doesn't need speed invest. He gets the trample off if he lives H-Slap, FCAT. Well, that's a thing that happened. Of course. I said H-Slap, FGAT before the Stonewall gets off. Then a Stonewall gets off after that. Hey, Rantoon, good to see you. They never expect the mineral hail. I actually have like no way to deal with this thing if it swaps right now. Like, if he swaps right now, he wins the game. So if you're listening to the stream right now, just swap the mix instead of attacking Tutsu, and you just kind of win. Also, you're a loser if you listen to the stream while you're playing. Yeah. Good choice. Look at Calibut's value! You don't live that? Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. So that would have been the play then. I debated on banning the Scare Volt and surviving that. It's just that melee typing scared me. I shouldn't have let it scare me though. Now I feel better having known where my blunder was. If you were Fizzmut, I bet you would live though. Oh, I was like, why did my Calibus outspeed? I already forgot that it was a fast Calibus. I'm literally just sacking sacking Anatan here because like the only thing I care about is killing. Like if I kill Seismunch here, and Anatan dies for it, I just bring in Tutsu and then I bring in the Mimit again, and then I just beat down the Mashuk and force the 1v1. That's all I'm playing for here. In case of swap, H-slap. Because Mashuk like resists both of my moves. Don't know why banning Skira is any better than banning my Wit. They're both equal and annoying. It does swap. Can live another one of those, but I'll get frozen, so it doesn't matter. Oh, yikes. Huh. It's a different thing to try. I think it would be a lot better. Because the thing is, I don't know. I don't think Tramples did he have any Earths? Like, yeah, you got double Earth, Anatan or Galeos and Voltfi. So that makes sense. That makes sense. You just killed the Anatan already. Thank you. Like I literally wanted the Anatan to die like 3 turns ago. Hey Loki, good to see ya. What are you up to? Oh, I completely missed that the Manic redeemed the credits earlier. I gotta remember to do that. Do. Rest of this game doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna do it while I'm remembering. Because I'm really bad at noticing. Oh yeah, 1.1%. Do yours. You know, that did more than I thought it would do, so that's fair enough. Not much, just working on turning on Aeon from... Gotcha. Yeah, so the Mimid is faster than me. So now I can H-slap into a high toe. Into an H-slap into a swap. Because right now what I'm trying to avoid is him healing with whatever it's called, Abyssal Maw. Okay, added to the credits. Oh, he predicted it. Well played. Unfortunately, you've activated my energy reserves. And I'm faster. Not that I needed energy reserves for this, but I always appreciate another Piranha player. Okay. What can I replace Calibus with? Oh, that's right. I was going to show this. Rap Bits, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. How's it going? What are you up to? Let me see if open this in browser. It'd be easier to see. Display. Okay. So this is something that Teakles made a while ago, where it was just kind of like ranking the defensive types of every single Tem in the game. So, I mean, obviously you got some like Tems with lots of resistances and stuff. But I was just looking and I was like, man, you know, these fire types are actually like pretty high up there, and I didn't really expect that. And Bastion was like one of the higher normal Tems, which really surprised me. So that's kind of where, also part of where I was inspired to give him another shot. Because, I mean, you get down to this area, it's just kind of like a whole bunch of stuff. It's funny to look at, like, Lowaddle and Monko towards the bottom. But that was just kind of interesting. I'm not going to stay on that too long. But yeah, so I need another melee. And I think it was going to be Brock. Wherever he's at. There he is. Alright. How are they separated? It was something like every resistance was minus 0.25. A 4x resist is minus 0.75. Or no, every resistance was plus 0.25. And a 4x resist was plus... I don't remember. It was like from 2 years ago. I think I might have the message pulled up. Oh, I do still, so... All fully evolved Tems represented by traitless defensive type interaction for a weighted point system. -2 for a 4x weakness. -1 for a 2x. Plus 0.5 for resistance. 0.75 for there. Medius Gallios, no traits. So basically... But I mean, in that's just for how it was sorted. In general, it's just kind of to give an idea of which Tems are defensively the best in the game. And nobody's really surprised by any of it. Also, this entire time I forgot to... I had stream avatars open, but I didn't click the connect button, so it was never working. Laura wasn't here to remind me. Oops. Okay, I still like camouflage better. So that's what I'm gonna run. This gives me like one more tag team combo. That's nice. And you know what? This is probably like one of the teams that it's actually worth it to bring strong liver. So I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll listen to you guys. So I've already got Piranhant and Mastion that can't deal with Toxics at all. All you have to know is Vola is S tier. I mean, it's worth knowing that Volphy is just one below it. Tyrannac as well. And then in the entire top tiers, all you have is Toxics and Winds. And in the bottom tiers, all you have is like Digis and Mentals. Ew. Ew. Rockalum ban. No think. Only click button. I don't know. How much work do you guys think these Anatans can do? I feel like they're going to run out of steam, and then I'll need to swap in some other Tems. So I'm going to ban the Mimit. But Hazrat would have been the one to ban if I wanted to knock out a defensive swap. He's got no Earth for Aquastone synergy. Mastion resists nature just in case we get into a worst case scenario. Well, I was going to switch the Mastion trade as well. Dang. Hopefully after this match, if I remember. I'm like looking at Zyzir here, like, oh, Zyzir is really nice to do with Hazrat. But at the same time, it's like 4x resist, 4x resist, 1x resist, or it's just like, whatever. We're just gonna go Piranhant, and I'll deal with the Volarend as I need to. Or the Hazrat. I still think Zyzir is like a solid Tem on this team. It's just that we haven't been facing like any electrics at all. He does have Schween's Horn. It doesn't do nearly as much as it used to. I don't think double chains hit kills Babua. I really don't. He's going after the Mimit. Lots of damage. I think I will live the damage from Toxic Slime. Oh my goodness, you have bulk in your Koish? Why? Nobody runs bulk on these things. That's so weird. No. Is this... Oh, great. You'll run out of options sooner or later. Zen Med? Well, it's not. I can't survive if I swap. Even if he does Zen Med, there's nothing I can do about it. He did cover. I mean, that's mostly okay, though. I do want 2 Vine for Hazrat Volorand. Mastion's probably the one I have the least use for. I don't know if Mastion lives a double in. I've got like 250 HP TVs in this thing, and Mastion's got decent bulk, but it's not super crazy. Like, the dude doesn't even have War Drum anywhere here, which is really abnormal, I feel like. Like, normally the Baboa has War Drum instead. It doesn't even have, like, any stamina invests. Yeah, so this guy's got, like, very middling speed. I don't care. I don't have any. I've got one tox. No, I don't have any toxics on this team at all. Not a single one. This is just exactly what these teams live for. Yeah, he did double in. Turn right click water cutting was really well played. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. If he stays in and lives on Baboa, I lose. Because then Hazrat comes in and is able to get Synergy Lava Wave and finish me off with Baboa. But I need to kill the Chromion here. I don't care about this. This is whatever. Are you serious? Like, what is this? Is Is that an anaerobic Volarend? Like, there's no... Like, based on this guy's spreads, there's not a chance that this Hazrat dies to a double in. This guy he's got a hyper aggro team, but he built so he loses to every other hyper aggro team. Or maybe he wins. I don't know. Maybe he's just got like full HP, full attack invest on everything. 0 speed. Yeah, it really is an anaerobic Volarend. You have 4 waters, and you don't go V-Gust aerobic Volarend. And the Hazard actually does go down. But I OX on Anatan. Also worth mentioning, he does have speed on the Volarend, because it outsped my 2-Vine. Crazy. Those damn letters you did. He's got a Babo Nature Quaish team with really weird spreads. He's got bulk on all of them, and he happens to be running Schweenshorn on his Baboa. Ugh. Why does Baboa have beef up? I don't have Mineral Hail off hold. Okay, this is gonna be like super down to the wire. Never mind. I just die. I thought it would be closer than that. More than once if that was your second account. That is pretty funny. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how people enjoy teams like that. And I mean, I don't know. That's just kind of what happens when you play this game. When you have a game with no RNG and you have a strategy like that, you're playing the game before it even is. I forget what happened in this battle. That's right, this one I won. I mean, you can, if you do enjoy playing games before they even start, that's fine. I don't, and I don't understand people like that. I don't know why people like accuracy or critical hits in Pokemon, and people do. It's just my personal annoyance. Because it's like, there's little to no skill in that matchup. There's almost nothing I could do that would change the outcome of that game. I think, you know, if I would have done anything, I would have led double 2-Vine instead of Anatan. I had assumed that it would be like every other Baboa Nature Quaish team, and there would be 0 bulk. And then I can tank better on Anatan. Also, normally the Baboa holds War Drum instead of Schweenshorn, especially since Toxic Slime got nerfed. So it does nowhere near the amount of damage it used to. So that was a very unconventional version of that team that really threw me off. And I think if we had a rematch, I would win purely because I would run double 2-Vine and double CPG the Nature Quaish, and that should kill. Well, maybe it wouldn't. I guess I've only got like 40 base attack higher on 2-Vine than Anatan. And I think Chain's hit is 105 and Crystal Plume might be like 110. So I would maybe be able to kill. The thing lived on like 20 health. It just sucks I had no prio on my entire team either. Because like my team is meant to be slow and bulky and take hits like that. Because I bet that team had very little speed. If any. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to open up like Temtem while I think we're waiting in queue. Also, I guess one thing I should be doing that I completely forgot about is I should not have double screen on the Mimid. I should be running War Drum. I don't even know what I was thinking there. When I was building the team. Silly me. Anatan with 350 attack. To Koish. Use chain hit. Wow, really? So apparently I'm the stupid one here, and it's just that Koish has so much bulk now that it doesn't even... That was a 0 bulk team. It just... Anatan does 0 damage, and Koish is naturally very bulky. I know Babua is, but I really didn't think Koish was that bad. That's crazy. You really can't beat that team unless you have... Unless you've got Toxics. Deals no damage. I mean, it's... even if I do, like, 2-Vine CPG, I don't think it... I guess I shouldn't have closed. Alright, let's see. 2-Vine with also, like, 350 attack using Crystal Plume Gatling. That still doesn't kill. It does 45%. So if I mimic my 2-Vine and I don't have max attack, I do not kill. Even at 0 bulk Koish. So it's not even an Anatan issue. It's literally like that. The Koish has so much bulk. Because they made it bulkier when they changed Iridescence. Because they wanted it to fill a niche role. But then they never changed anything that hurt Nature Koish teams. Three Toxics. I mean, the better Nature Koish variations have more of an emphasis on running like a secondary win. So you'll have like Babua and Nature Koish, Mimit, and then besides like not just Voloren, but you'd also have 2 other wins. I don't know, maybe Grandpa, Gazuma. I don't know, some other stuff that can deal with Toxics for when people feel like they're forced to pick them. So you can totally punish people when you're playing blue side. But that one was just... He had Volorend, but if you have multiple Toxics and you ban Volorend, there's nothing. Nothing at all. Volgon, Barnshy, Vola, sure, that'd work too. Like, there was just Vola here. I guess Volgon has Hypoxia. Yeah, I suppose. But even then, like a Hypoxia plus a Water Cutting doesn't kill. So you'd have to guess the swap right. The Mastion makes it so that I can't run my bulky crystals, though. So I'm always forced to ban Mastion in this matchup instead of the Koish. But maybe I have to ban the Koish anyways and just face the Babua Mastion or Mastion Mimit lead. Because I at least had my own Mastion and then Piranhient as well. I also don't run Nox Bomb on my Piranha, but I don't think that really mattered much. Because I know Piranha never lived to see the light of day. Y'all remember when Synergy Adept was flipping 25%? And when Fire Quash had Lava Wave? So you had 2 types you had to worry about with that? Yeah, good times, good times. Let's shoot. Let's take out the Acronox. It cancels out the Okama Acronox combo, and it also puts pressure on him to ban Anatan. Okay, or not. Let's see if I can scare off the Okama pick. Now pick, like, Volerend. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Thanks, bud. Good teamwork. For anyone who doesn't remember, Tolkien doesn't have a turn 1 fire move, so this doesn't really matter. He does ban the Mimic, realizing he doesn't want to end off against 2 Anatans, but the damage is already done. It's too late. It's too late. Keeps forgetting to swap my Mastion trait. This is fine, though. What do I want to swap in turn 1? Probably Tutsu. Because I want to swap Anatan out. This is like one of the boards where it can't do anything. But against Tyrannac, Yggdrasil, Volgon, it can do a whole bunch. This is kind of just picking on somebody who doesn't know how to draft, though. I'm not quite sure what the plan with this team is. It looks like it's more meant to be a stall team, but then there's randomly a Volgon on it. It seems like a lot of people are just running Volgon on stall teams for some reason, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Oh no, no, don't Nox Bomb the Brock, dude. Oh. Rip. Oh, he does have some speed invests. I didn't know if he would. I thought I might be able to outspeed with my Tutsu. Like, Tolkien naturally is very slow. Brock got strong liver over Marathonist, so now it's able to be immune to poison damage. It does still take toxic ticks. Or it's immune to toxic damage, still takes poison ticks. That's what I meant. Now the question, does this Volgon have Sharp Rain? I guess a smarter play would have been to swap out Brock for Zyzer and then start chipping down the Volt. Never mind. I still think in general Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were surprised that Broccolum got the trait. Marathonist was pretty bad. I mean, it's a cool trait, but it was never on the right Tems. I don't know what Tems would really want to use it. Maybe some hyper aggro, something that... really just wants to continue attacking. I mean, it's kind of the same thing as kinetic transfer. A lot of the stamina traits in the game are just kind of weird. I'm like thinking of revisions on Mutant Grid, and one of the things I realized is it's really... or I'm thinking of actually getting rid of my energy system entirely and going for a system similar to Temtem Hold. But also it's really, really strange that Temtem went for both a hold system and a stamina system. It kind of works out, and it's pretty cool the way they've done it. But I think they could have easily done with one or the other, and not both. I don't know. Or probably by just keep the whole system and drop the stam system. That's kind of annoying. Yggdrasil doing Yggdrasil things. He's basically got to bring in Tyrannac now. Does he have Sharp Leaf on the Tyrannac? You know, this is probably the first time in a long time, if ever, that I've seen the 3 slowest Tems in the game on the board together. Zyzer, Anatan, and Tyrannac. I forced a lot of games with Tyrannac and Anatan before, but throwing a Zyzer in the mix is something I don't normally see. Wow, that Volgon almost got one shot. I am not rested Zyzer. So that's surprising. You know what this team really needs, though? It needs a cleaner. That's what it really needs. Not Broccolum. What would be a good cleaner? What Tems get Hook? Is Sizemunch, Munko... Like, right now, Massion is basically my cleaner, and he's not fast enough to outspeed this Volgon here. So it doesn't work. Nothing else has prio. Nothing else can clean up but something at 1 health that's got a ton of speed. Oh, I guess Osakai. Ooh, Osakai. He does have Sharp Brain. I wonder if Osakai would be the play then. I wonder, I could probably drop the Zyzer then too. Because like Zyzer is not bad, but it's just so hard to justify. Min speed Volorend. How much one Benny Nox? Oh, I thought I was gonna Nox bomb the Mastion. That would have been so much funnier. I should have used a Rage and then just meteorited him this turn. I didn't know for sure I was gonna be faster, so I didn't end up doing that. Okay. Nice. I'd need some speed control if I do that, though, probably. Using Osakai as a cleaner is kind of weird. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break here. I'll start the ads early. So I'll be right back, and then we'll play some more games. Okay, I'm back, but I give up on this team. It's just not working. I know I was gonna change some stuff around, but I'm not feeling it. What I am instead thinking is this. I know I mentioned the other day how I wanted to try Gust Lawali, and today's the day. Because the other thing I was thinking was that, well, my first thought was, what's a Tem that counters Volarend and Volphy? I'm like, you know what? Golsey does that. I was also... Lawali is another Tem that deals decently well against those stupid Babua Nature Quake teams. It's not a toxic type because it resists both the water and nature stabs, and it's fast enough to get plagues off. So if your opponent clicks water cutting, they'll lose way more stam. Namely, it's like if you get to like Babua at max speed is 228, and I go 232 on my Lawali, so that's just a good breakpoint to hit. So, when people... What else goes well here? I need another nature. But I don't want to run Volphy. That's the thing. There's so few good offensive natures. Hurricane in action with Gazma and Digiquash. I'm really not a fan of Gazma or Digiquash, to be honest. Could go Volgon. Volgon provides synergy for Gust and Hasty Lunge. Oh, Amphitheater. Amphitheater's the other one I was saying was actually really good. I've been trying it a few times lately, but I just haven't found quite the right team for it yet. I do think it's good right now, though. Chim is a bit too slow for my taste, and it's less of a nature. I think this is a great like filler for a team, but what is the theme of this team gonna be? I don't know yet. Beat annoying top teams. Sounds good. Alright, so what have I lost to today? Babua Nature Quash, Stall, This was yesterday off stream. This is the guy with psycho spreads. I mean, in the end, it would just be a whole bunch of like feels good temps together, nothing that specifically does anything. I could try a goofy Chromion type. I could even go nature Chromion with this team, but I have no fires. Can't run Tyrannac, which I still wish the microwaves was electric purely so that Chromions would pair better with Amphitheater and Obi again. I love Obi so much as a 10, but it's so hard to really justify on teams nowadays. Alright, so what else do I have? Because I mean, double plague and you know, with the gust makes me want to go Grandpa again. I could also have Taser on the Golzy, and it's basically just like having whatever it's called. Inky. So I've got a couple things that can eat electric hits. Some good synergies. Maybe some fires to eat fire hits, and I can deal with waters really well. So what's a fire that would fit well here? I've got double wind. It could be a Kapire play for Fiery Ballad. Because yeah, damage increases to 110. That's actually really nice. Gives me less immediate damage, but I think that's okay. I could also go Volcrine, since it is this is fine. So right now, like, I'm looking and like these three right here, I typically have a 232. So my speed tiering is probably going to be around there. And I just don't know. It's okay. Like I haven't been hit with inspiration lately is the problem. That is the problem. Maybe some other stuff that scales. Or prevents scaling. Because I was thinking like Monko, it's got like reset, it can block stall teams. Because right now I'm trying to figure out how I could possibly beat stall teams. I've only got the one microwave synergy though, which kind of sucks. But I think Unnoticed Monko has potential that it can get away without that. Don't figure out how to beat stall teams. It's okay. Even if I was thinking at my very hardest, I still wouldn't be able to figure out. Maybe like a crystal gives me bad earth weakness. Maybe the earth. Maybe an earth then. What earth would fit here? I could do Mudred as a cleaner. Maybe Speedy. No, so I've already got double electric. Don't need a Speedy Grumper. No, I don't want to put Wolfie on a team. I'm so sick of that Tem. Wolfie is half the reason I need to make teams like this. I should, like, double melee to beat Wolfie, and it doesn't even matter because Wolfie lives like a soul shout, and it probably dies to an Oshi, but... Rolder, I really love Rolder, but the thing is... It's too slow for this team. This team is around a 232 speed tier. And Rolder's around the slow 135 speed. So like mid-tier Earths make me look at like Turok, but I've already got double wind. Mudred I could put as a cleaner, but I don't have any mentals. Osakai, but I've already got double melee. Zyzer's too slow. Kaurin's not really an offensive Tem, no matter how bad I make it. I already got double electric. Acronox doesn't really have any synergy with the team. It doesn't have Rotten Goo anymore, so it's not like I can utilize the double electrics with it. Like, Wolfie is just... And then Wolfie I already have double nature, so it's just like... The best Tem that would actually fit on this team would be like... Flipping Earth Chromion, but I already got Straw Shield on something else. I don't know. I don't see this team doing well. I give up. I'm gonna just go back to like this iPad team or whichever one I click on in battle. It's like I have writer's block, but for creating teams. I have team block. I think this is one of those metas that comes around every once in a while where everything is so good and so balanced that you almost need so many counters to the OP strategies that you can't... There's so many things that are strong that you need counters to that you end up not being able to get creative with the team at all. Because... You need something for Babo and Nature Koish teams. You need something for mental cores. You need something for digi cores. That's why I was thinking something like Amphitheater plus Golzi. Both of those are great into mental and electric cores. And like something like Lawali and even Amphitheater are both good into the Babo Koish teams. But then all of a sudden you gotta take into account stall. Golzi has ways to scale offensively. Settling Amphitheater kinda does. You can work around some stuff there. But then you got to start looking into like specific counters, stuff like Volar and Volfi, which I guess is still, once again, is kind of why I picked those. That's kind of why I think like that core of 3 of Lawali, Golzi, and Amphitheater is probably really good, just because it covers so many things that you could want. But at the same time, I don't know what the rest of that team would look like. You would have to have a core of 5 and then just throw those extra 3 and kind of splash them on there. But that core of 5 would have to have no natures, no electrics, and at most 1 melee. Or Digiweak in general. Which really limits the options a lot. And it would have to be faster paced. It couldn't be a slow, bulky team. So it's not like I could throw it onto here. Like, I'd be close to being able to fit it onto here. I'd have to replace... I'd have to replace Scunch and Grandpa with Amphitheater, and the Inky with the core, basically. Well, no, I already have Amphitheater here. I guess Golzi would have to be here, and Lawale would probably have to be in place of the Scunch, because I'd already have an extra melee, and I don't want more than that. So maybe that would be the play. I'll try one more game with this team, see if it works out. Although I haven't been playing it all day, so I hardly remember how. See, I found out the hard way that Anatan is not a good matchup for me in this team. It's gotta be a... It's a late Torment team. Definitely a late Torment team. Because I was trying to think, what purpose does Yowler serve when it's not next to a Mimit? Oh, this is perfect. We can freeze the Volphy before it gets to move, and then the Venx gets to whiff. Love it. I don't know, this duo lead is really nice. I could probably drop the Schween, honestly. Most games, when I have the Schween, it's when I've already double... Well, I could probably replace the Schween with another... Stay with another freeze user. I was trying to think of what other freeze users there are. I really wish Cold Breeze was on anyone other than Whiplump, because Whiplump already has freeze with like Ice Shuriken. So I would basically change the core from Saipat Momo's Schween to Saipat Momo's Whiplump, and it would function the same. The only reason I have Schween is so that I can deal with... So I can rage without the defense penalty, but like, almost never does that actually come into play. And I'd actually rather have extra damage from the Tem and Schween slot than anything else. Hazrat ban... I don't think it matters. I think I just have to knock out the mix. This looks like a full late Torment team, though. Like, you got Handcuffs on Volphy, probably Hallucination on Mix, Chains Hit on the Anatan, Cobweb, Acronox, probably Resin Trap on Moments as well. So everything on this team can probably either trap or late Torment. That's my guess. Now that is getting way too lost in the sauce for my taste. But I respect it. I'm going to grab these two because Yowler is still going to be a bit of a pain to break through. Just because it's bulky and also comebacker. Getting the burn off is going to help me survive longer, and Grandpa's just tankier than Amphitheater. It's also good to try and threaten out the Acronox or to deal with it. Yeah, like, because either he picks it to deal with Inky, but Grandpa can deal with it, so it works out. I don't know how fast it's going to be, though. I'd assume it's bulkier. There's no Mentals and only one Digi, so I'm able to swap in Scunch for free here. Hey, Wind, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, it's been a bit of a rougher day as far as games go, but, you know, it's alright. Sir Huxley, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Surely he swaps Volphy, right? But what does he swap to? Moments, okay. Yeah, parry. That's why I wanted to get the sleep. Oh shoot, Diabolo, that sucks. I want to savage the Vex, but I would wipe off the toxic tick because of the exhaust, so I'm kind of avoiding that. I'm not afraid of taking a digi move from Moments. Wow, that thing is bulky. I was hoping I could burn the thing down, but it does not look like that's going to be an option. Oh, he actually didn't go for the Psypat. I wonder if he goes for binary here. Max special attack binary. No, it's very low invests. That explains the bulk. Skunch has done its job. I'm not confident this will kill, but I feel like it will. I do technically not have War Drum or Res Badge, so if it's close, then it's actually seized value. If he swaps to Yall here, that would be worst case scenario. Because he'll end up getting the Diabolo on the Yowler, and the damage ideal is irrelevant. Alright, Vex is dead. Let's hope that the Moments uses Plasma Beam to finish off the Skunch. Nice. Because I did OX there and I didn't want to survive. That would have been a negative for me. It's a bit tough now. Momo doesn't have any statuses that can apply for Grandpa. I really want Grandpa for Acronox specifically, and I want Psypat for Volphy. If he brings in Yowler, I want to bring Inky. So it's basically like Inky's meant to deal with Moments and Yowler, Grandpa's meant to deal with Acronox, and Psypat's meant to deal with Volphy. I think Volphy's the safest play right now, so I kind of want to bring in Psypat, but the thing is I can't mess up. Because I would die to a Resin Trap. I can live a Plasma Beam or a binary, but I cannot live a Resin Trap. And an offensive Moments like this is going to be running Resin Trap. I think I'm gonna gamble on it being Acronox. Yeah. There's the refurbished. There's Barker refresh this turn. Bark gets guaranteed value with Grandpa. If I take too much damage on Grandpa... Oh, wait, no, Grandpa dies. I didn't think about Resin Trap into... Oh, wait, no, Momo dies. Why would you do that? Grandpa is so important. Momo is not. I literally threw the game there, and he didn't capitalize on it. Oh, shoot, there's the Diabolo. Of course. That's what I was saying. I didn't want to happen. On the bright side, Moments is low on stam now. He's got nothing speedy that can deal with the Volphy, and I've got Prio up on Grandpa now. Yeah, stupid Yaller healed 30% that turn. Oh wow, I guess I should have used Hypoxia. That definitely would have killed. Hurricane doesn't though. I didn't think it was that squishy of a Yowler, honestly. Seems weird to run so squishy. Okay, why would you use Oshi instead of Savage, bud? Alright. I am almost guaranteeing that this Moments is swapping, and I am going to Spring and Saipat to prepare for the Volphy, or the Acronox that comes in, one or the other. And nuke him with Saipat. Could be wrong. Could lose Saipat here. He does have Resin Trap up. He could sack the Moments in order to get rid of it. There's the Volphy. That's what we want to see. That is like the squishiest Yowler I've seen. I wonder if the thing's got like Speed Invest or something. Seems really weird. I know I had the -2 on it from Bark, but it still seems really squishy. Maybe I just overestimate Yowler's bulk and it's just kind of decreased over time from what I'm used to. Doesn't really matter what the Acronox does this turn, unless it's faster than my Grandpa. If it's faster than my Grandpa and stings, then we have an issue. But I'm assuming it's not going to be. Okay, the Volphy is super bulky and it lives. And he doubles in on Saipat and kills me. Awesome. Even if I burn this Acronox, it doesn't matter. I still die. Yeah, that's game. What is with the bulky Volphies? How do you even take that little damage on Volphy? How many TVs is that? Not sure what he's thinking about. Is he, maybe I have Bright Beam. Ha ha ha. Maybe. Maybe I should just drop the Inky and play Golzy. Like, maybe that is the play. Yeah, this is a 500 HP Volphy. Or he's got like some mixed defenses. It is not a speedy Volphy at all. What's he thinking about? He overthought. He outplayed himself. Also, his Acronox was faster than my Grandpa. Man, what a crazy weird game. So he has 0 speed Volphy, but he does have speed on the Acronox, which, for the record, is at least 250 TVs in speed. Because base speed Acronox is 180. No way, dude. He's really got max investment on this Acronox. Why are you 0 speed on Volphy and max on Acronox? Yeah, I was debating on using sharp stabs there, so I wouldn't know X, but I definitely had to use Paizo. I think I still lose, unless he OX is here. I don't know how much damage he's got on the moments. 81. He does not OX. Even through... Yeah, I mean, I have to go for the Sparkling Bullet here and just hope the burn does enough, because my... Yeah, that was weird. Max Speed Acronox. I don't think it could have been anything less than that either. Because 232 times 1.75 is 406. Yeah, I'm dead. 280 times 1.5. Yeah, he had like a whole... That thing was max speed Acronox. There's just nothing you can say. I don't know what matchups Max Speed Acronox helps you with. I don't know how it survived the tornado that well either then, though. Because it took like barely over half. Did the thing just have 0 offense invest? And it was just there to sting and trap? Maybe? See, I was looking for Golzy. The Wally. Just gonna drop this and try Whip Lump. Use Straw Shield here. Taser here. Bait here. I always end up going show off over rage just because rage is so risky. Is there anything I need to outspeed that's faster than this? I don't think so. Not reasonably. I kind of want to go steal the Golzy build from my video. Because I feel like that one was pretty good. I just don't know it offhand because I don't play enough Golzy. Thanks again, Mr. Your Best Friend 3407 for the timestamps. Oh, Golzy was the last one. Okay. 335, 4, 290, 2. Maybe worth investing more just because it is a more offensive team, but I do kind of skimp on a lot of offense investment. So we'll go with it for now. We'll try the Gust. Gust strat. 28. 74. That's so much cheaper than it used to be. And then Whip Lump, shoot, I don't even know. What do I want in the last slot? That might determine what I do. I guess it's nice to have Whip Lump for the combo with Hazret. I didn't think about that one. Let's see, I've got Earth covered a lot better with this team than the other one. Crystals, I'm a little weak to Crystal Spikers, but not too bad. Earths, Mentals, I'm a little on the weaker side. If I was to go a Crystal, I am weak to Earth. I've already got double Electric, so maybe I don't need Mentals. Especially since Goldsy can handle them on his own. To an extent. Like, Goldsy plus Lawali can kill pretty much any Mental with the 2 hits of Hasty plus Plague. It's a good follow-up, and then Goldsy doesn't have to take any damage. Like, this team seems pretty solid as is. I don't know what the last slot. If I had a Mental, I'd say like Madrid. I don't really need a cleaner. The whole team is faster. I could always throw like a Gario in here, but I don't think that benefits me much. Maybe Toxic. I've got 4 Toxic weeks now. 2 of them are wins, so it's not like, oh no. But at the same time, it's not great. Do I even want Hyperkinetic or do I want Gus? I guess I just don't know what the scaling is on Hyperkinetic anymore. It's probably still better though. Worth going 265 because I have a Tesla prison user. 67 stam, cool. 0 stam invest. Love that. I don't know how much I should invest defensively, so we're just gonna invest non-defensively. Nah, we'll just go like 300 special attacks. That's what everything else is around. 268 HP, that seems solid enough. Anyone got any recommendations for the last slot? Toxic Crystal Tortonite? No. Toxic Earth Acronox? Ugh, really? So be it. I was going through my weaknesses. Like, I've got the Toxic weakness. I was like, okay, what things can... What kind of combos work with it? And Acronox just... It does. I like double screen on my Acronox. Personally. I'm not going to put much thought into this. I also like Book Lungs more. Only time Cobweb really helps is if you're facing a Gallios. Well, now I wish I went for the Momoluma instead. We'll probably play again another game or two. I spent so much time trying to think of teams that my brain is starting to hurt. I could have just played like the same old teams that I've been using, but they're just getting a little frustrating, if you can't tell. Only thing is Acronox, because he's an Earth type, he gives me a worse... He's like the least useful Toxic to have against the Babo Aquish teams. But like I said, I got some other options there. Alright. Of course we face a Gallios right when I say I don't need Cobweb. Pfft, that's fitting. Okay. So if I let Golzy Lawali, what stops that? Kind of just Tyrannac. Pretty sure this is the really bulky Tyrannac with Talisman as well. Though I do have to watch out for a... I'm pretty. This is a Seppuku Lawaddle. I want to pick Golzy because I want to start scaling up my offenses with like show off. I already forgot if I picked Voltaic or Diffuser. I want Voltaic for this matchup for sure, but I don't think I picked it. I don't know how fast this Lawaddle's gonna be. I don't know what he's gonna put that on either. I'm gonna take out the Volphy because that's one of the things that can deal with a lot of my Tems. Also, I couldn't go with the Saipat Momo strategy because he had two different counters to it. Calibus has Mucus, which prevents freeze, and Tyrannac has Intimidator, which cancels traits, so neither one would have worked. So, I mean, the big question is he faster than me with his Lawaddle? I don't know if he's going to Matter Teleport or Faraday Cage. If he Faraday Cages, I could swap to Momo. Straw Shield makes it so I can't, like, kill him in one hit. And he'll have Sacrifice up next turn, so if I get him too low, I'll scare him and he'll end up buffing probably the Calibus. But if I could get Saipat and Momo in, I could freeze this thing and buy enough time that I could probably kill it before it gets anything off. Even if I have to sacrifice Saipat to do it, and Momo too, I think that would be worth it. But I don't know. Let's try it. I have a feeling he's not going to Toxicink the Lawali because I have bait on Lawali and it just doesn't do that much. It really doesn't give that much value. If he wanted to do anything to Lawali, what he should be doing is... Yeah, Faraday Cage. Nice. He should Strangle, but I don't know if he's going to do that. He does go for it. That sucks. Stay in, stay in, stay in, stay in, stay in. I don't know, it's not great if he'll probably just mimic his flipping Calibus too, which is not great. That was not enough damage. I will not be able to kill with another Ice Shuriken. I have to just take a guess now that he's going to use it. Knowing he'll die if he doesn't. Or he swaps. Oh, it's a landing mimic? I went to guess that one. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, that Momo damage is okay at least. Boo has building blocks. I want Momo to die. So I have to bring in the Wally here. That's pretty good damage. If he strangles here, I'm in trouble. I actually want him to Toxic Ink. Even better. Even better. I do have Taser. Okay. Alright, this allows me to push off the Doom. I didn't look at his trait though. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what his trait is. Wow, he swapped. I'll so take that. He's probably using his signature and just wanted to buff the Gallios or buff the Volgon, playing for a Volgon endgame. I don't think that's the play, though. Because, like, Volgon can't do anything to Golzy. His Calibus is low as... I don't know, maybe he was just buying time for his Lowaddle. Once again, like, if it's a full max speed Lowaddle, I can't outspeed it on this Golzy. Which definitely sucks, but it is what it is. Willpower drain? Like, what is this? Ugh. Golzy's moves are really cheap, so I can still do something next turn. If he brings in Lawaddle here, I don't think I'm going to risk it, and I think I'm going to swap to Hazrat. So Lawali's on a timer now. So is Hazrat. Golzy +2. Basically, I'll need to chip down the Mimit and the Calibus. Pog Hurricane. It didn't do a whole lot. I would have much rather had Allergic Spread than Gust there. I don't think it's going to matter how much HP the Volgon's at, though. I don't think it's going to be that close in the end. Either I'm going to be able to kill the Calibuses without taking... Or hopefully with Lawali and Hazrat, or I'm going to not. Because the thing is, right now Lawali is in the slot for his Mimit to eat. What? Are you serious? I just got caged into a seppuku on the turn I swap. Was it that obvious I'd swap? Because I wasn't even sure I was going to swap. This is the dude that just clicked Extinction against you on turn 25. Awesome. Doomed your Temps for next game. Yeah. Goals is too good to let die here. I should have Oshi'd to kill the Lawali. I wasn't fully thinking. I would have taken less OX. Also, Voltaic is definitely going to be better for this Golzy, at least in this situation. Yeah, I just took so much damage there. It's not something I wanted to at all. If I had Voltaic, I would feel pretty good about my win right now. But because I don't, I am really not sure. Okay. Live. 1 health. Oh man, that is painful. What do I do here, though? Because I need to Embers the Volgon so it OXs and I live. At the same time, do I like uppercut the Volgon to do some more chip damage? Do I Oshi it to try and hope I'm faster? But no, I need him to OX, so I think I just have to... Oh, and then he does Aqua Stones. Yeah. I think I had to hope he took more OX from the burn, and then I had to hasty lunge the... Or he would be OX this turn, and then this turn I would have to kill the Calibus. Let's see how much a Wastewater would have even done. I'm +3, so it probably would have done a good amount. I don't know. I don't know if hasty would have been enough. Yeah, that cage ruined me. So it is a T-Strike Hypoxia Cage Willpower Drain Volgon. That was the weirdest cage ever. Like, really. I don't understand it. We are going to swap the Golzy for Voltaic Charge just because it's bulky enough. I don't know. It sucks I didn't know how speedy that Volgon was, or the Lowaddle was going to be too. Like, if I could have gambled on that. If I knew the speed of it. Like, if this was a best of 3 in a tournament setting. Then I could spend one of my games to just learn the speed of it. I'm really assuming it's max speed, though. I'd be surprised to see anything else. Oh, he messaged me. Maybe Lowaddle's not even that fast anymore. Honestly, I don't even know. I thought they gave it some speed when they turned it into more of a support tem. No, I could have outsped. They actually took speed away from it when they tried to do that, I guess. Also, is my game going to load or is this a crash? Alright. Which, I mean, this is what I mean with all the teams you got to account for. Triple mythical, Lowaddle, Seppuku, Doom stamina spam. I probably should have just banned the Calibus. I wasn't even that afraid of Tyrannac. This looks suspiciously like a story team. Also, it looks like this guy is actually the one who crashed. Oh, he's back. Hazrat ban. I think I'll ban the Lawali then. This will probably be the last one. That way we can quit before the ads hit. Also, I'm just getting a little frustrated. I don't understand that one. I was trying to bait in the Gario, so my Hasty Lunge Plague would kill it. But, who needs that? Kind of wondering if Lawali Golzy can just run with the whole game. I guess it depends on how bulky this Nestle is. My assumption is that this is or first of all, are they level 100? No, they're not. That's what I thought. I was gonna say it looks like the dude's trying to play around using a Chain Lightning. I'll play another. That one doesn't count. I love how, if you don't say GG when you lose, don't say GG when you win. That's my rule of thumb. Because if you're like known for doing it, I understand. But I've beaten Overlord plenty of times and he doesn't say it normally. So it almost seems like BM. Like the only good games are the ones where he wins. Sort of thing. I know that most people don't mean it that way, but it's just kind of the way it comes off. Interesting, Momo ban. I'm not sure about that one. Because, I mean, if he wanted to ban out this combo, he should have taken out Saipat, because, like, these first 3 Tems get completely walled by the Saipat strat. So the big thing I'm afraid of is the Tems that can deal with Saipat. I'm gonna deal with Nox because I don't have a good mental or a good wind. And GG is the correct way to go, though, after every battle. If you do it after every battle, yeah, that's totally fine. I don't think it's really necessary. I mean, it's good sportsmanship, but if you're playing a ton of games and it takes time out of your day to like say GG after everyone, when most people are just gonna look at it and move on. There's nothing wrong with it if you're doing it after every game. Hey, Crystal, good to see you. So if I go Saipat here to counter these 3, I need something that counters Golzy and Mudred, and I think that's going to be Acronox. What are you up to, Crystal? Anything fun? Just playing around with Suno still? Just taking the day off? Take out the Tyrannac. Bulky, annoying thing. Just chilling, gaming. What you playing? Wally, definitely here. SF6, gotcha. You winning? I am not today. This is one of the worst days I've had in a long time. Don't run Fat Burner on anything that's a damage dealer. This is directly counter to everything Mudred wants to do. And it doesn't. The only thing it helps it get in front of is max speed Amphitheater, and it just doesn't really matter. I guess Gialis too, but you're not going to kill a Gialis even if you're faster. If you want speed on your Mudred, run Turbo. Do you have a Temtem TV spreadsheet that you can use? I do not have a spreadsheet. I've recently been uploading some videos to my YouTube that are covering every single Tem and a competitive build for them. Extra energy slam goalsy. Yeah, that's about what I'd expect. It's a good time to get back into the game, though. There's a lot of new players, so you get lots of crazy stuff, but it also means like pretty quick queues. I rarely have queues longer than even 3 minutes right now, so. What you been up to? It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I didn't catch that you were the one that said the GG message. Yeah, it's good to see you. Running some pretty good competition? No. I mean, a couple matches were against good players, but for the most part, it's just newer players not knowing what's conventional and running something completely off the walls. Not to shame the new players. It's just like... So because Temtem is closed info, so you can't see what your opponents are running, there's a lot of things that can catch you off guard. And for a game that's very calculated, and there's no RNG and stuff, it ends up being... Information is very important. Knowing, like, are you faster? Are they running this move? Are they running this item? Is important. And then there's a lot of other people that just do cheese strategies that will automatically lose or win before the game starts just based on matchup. And because there's no like competitive circuit to work towards, it's just people winning on ladder. But the ladder doesn't really do much for rewards. I mean, at the end of every season, you kind of get a handful of feathers, but it's not a whole lot. Hardly enough to make you like dumb your mind down and just spam some silly moves that aren't going to do anything. Teams. It is a max speed Mudrid, so it might just die here. Nope, not quite. Amplitude is just low special attack. Tem. Yeah, that's about right. So the Raiken dies, but the Mudrid doesn't. That must have been a max speed Raiken. I don't think I've ever seen a Raiken die in one sales team before that. What turn one does the Moala have? Anyone want to take any guesses? Probably telekinetic, just because it's got... Oh, it must be, because he didn't bring it. Hopeless Tonic. Okay, okay. What is this posture? This is the I'm defeated posture. I have been completely and utterly defeated today. But fine, you're coming in right at the end, Laura. I'm done after this one. Good to see you though. Hope you're doing well. This won't even kill, I don't think. Passing by, say hi after game night, going to bed. Sounds good. Good timing. I hope your game night was fun. Hopeless Tonic, Goshiara. I feel like reworked Hopeless Tonic is good. I've never used it myself. Can you manage to get some of the wins you wanted? I mean, I don't care about getting wins. It's just I've had a lot of frustrating losses is the issue. Like if it's a good back and forth fun game for both players, like that's a lot of fun. But if what's actually happening is just the opponent is randomly clicking cage and happening to guess it right. That's and having cage on Volgon in the first place, or a water koi or a Babawa Nature Koish team. Sort of stuff. Yesterday was the the Mudred that didn't have Crystal Dust, and the Volaron that didn't have Wind Burst, sort of thing. It's been a lot of this stuff lately. It's kind of the trade-off of new players. I'm hoping my builds can really help with that, so that people have a better idea of what's going on, what to do. Game Night's never disappointed for now. That's good, that's good. I do when I'm asleep. Current video for the Arc Tamers? I do not. I mean, Arc Tamers are just glorified PvP battles. I'm probably gonna do I don't know. I'm gonna make a couple teams that I'd recommend for players. It's not like that you can give a general guide for the Arc Tamers or the Dojo rematches so that anyone can beat them with any team, because they switch around their teams and then they're not real hard in the first place. But yeah, I'm going to try and recommend a few general teams just full of a bunch of good Tems you can use, and then I'll run through some PvP battles so I can give some advice on how to pilot the team, so that hopefully it helps anyone who wants to try them in Dojo rematches or Arc Tamers. If I'm feeling up to it, I might just change around some of my own Tem spreads once I get the team. Like, I wouldn't mind burning like my Pansuns that are remaining to actually get some, to like re-TV my whole team in order to help new players kind of have an idea of what to do. But we'll see if I'm feeling up to it. I'm gonna do the rest of the team build guides over the next 2 days. And then after that, I don't know if I'm going to take a break or if I'm going to jump right into those team play guides, so we will see. Anyone streaming Temtem PvP outside of me? No, there's some people doing their first playthroughs, but nobody doing that. Is there anyone doing Beastie Ball PvP? Or Beastie Ball at all? Well, they got 9 viewers, a whole 9. Looks like they're just doing a playthrough though. We're raid Rishi. I don't know. He's never on this late, so I'm not sure what he's doing. He's playing some Pokemon competitive. Rishi used to be a Temtem player. He was one of the high-ranked players with everyone else, but due to like Temtem's decline, he switched over to Pokemon. He's been playing it ever since. He's played in a whole bunch of bigger tournaments, so he's pretty good at the game. He likes to come up with some fun stuff here and there too. It looks like he's actually playing in-game right now, so I'm not sure if there's a tournament, but we'll go and visit. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed, even with my little sour attitude. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.